Game number 2 from the Proctor All-Star Tournament in Marble Valley in the red uniforms. They're going to be in the field first. You can see Shane Protovansky getting the second start today for Protovansky as they're taking on Tri-Town, which is Killington, Barstow, and Rutland Town combined. And of course, a lot of pitching on this team for Tri-Town. That's Max Paquette at the plate, and remember him from the championship series for the league, the Proctor Youth League, and very good leadoff batter. You'll get a piece of that and it'll be foul. Protovansky pitching 1 inning this morning against Rutland City. Gave up an unearned run, had 3 strikeouts. As the pitching, innings-wise, for both these teams in relatively good shape. You can only pitch 6 innings per day. And there's strike 3 on the outside corner, and Paquette will go down looking at strike 3. Now, the pitcher for Tri-Town, Kyle Casarino, coming up. He'll bat number 2, and in that third spot will be Andy Kanash, and Alex Crompton will be the cleanup batter. I'll go around and set the defense for you in just a second for the Marble Valley squad. And that's going to be fouled out of play, yes. Out of the reach of the first baseman down the side. And I'll tell you that first baseman is Tyler Allen. Second base is Amy Jones. I inadvertently called her Andy Jones in the first game. I correct that and apologize for that. But it's Amy Jones at second base. Colby McKay is a shortstop. Derek Ains is at third base. Kyle Miles behind the dish doing the catching. That'll be high. Sean Blanchard's in center field. The left fielder's Dominic McCullough. And in right field, McGregor Shannon. And I'll bring you up to date on the defense. Scheduled for 6. Hopefully the mercy rule won't be invoked. I really can't see it here with these two teams. And actually, this is just like an all-star game of the league, the regular league, season league, because all the players on the field for both sides played against each other all through the summer in that Proctor Youth League. And too far outside is the call. So there's 1 down, nobody on. Top of the first. And a very warm and sunny summer afternoon. Channel 15 Sports, PEGTV.com is where you go. You click video on demand to watch all the local sports you want, or you can also just turn on the old-fashioned television and watch it. And that's going to be a walk, so Casarino will draw the walk, and now we'll see what they want to do as far as running the bases. Now, what the issue I have here is I've watched the next hitter, Andy Kanash, clear the fences here, and I don't know if you really want to take an RBI off the base with him up there, so I got a feeling Casarino might stay put at first base and let Kanash swing away here. That pitch high for a ball. If you want to miss high and outside like that, or low and inside, but you don't want to put it down that power zone to Kanash. He's a very strong hitter, and that's off the fist, and Blanchard coming in will make the grab. Sean Blanchard able to track the ball down better than I could, and he'll make the grab. So 2 outs now, and Crompton the batter. Alex Crompton, I don't know if he'll get a chance to pitch today, but I watched him pitch for Killington during the regular season, and again, very good pitcher. Kanash is a good pitcher. Casarino's a good pitcher. You start looking through that line, that's what you look for here. So I say it's to third base, they'll go for the force out, and that's the inning, and it was a good one. As Jones made the tag on the bag, we'll go to the bottom of the first, scoreless on Munger Vision. Oh, you're looking right at that intense sunlight, but Kyle Casarino will be on the mound as a catcher. His battery mate's going to be Jared Moore out there, and I'll set the rest of the defense for you. But Colby McKay, the shortstop, will start things off, and in the first game against Rutland City, Colby McKay had an outstanding ball game. He scored a couple of runs, drove in 4 runs, and also scored 3. So just what you want from your leadoff man. And Casarino is going to be a little bit outside with that second pitch. Defensively, he's got at first base Andy Kanash, Jacob Bishop's the second baseman, Alex Crompton the shortstop, Max Paquette at third. I already mentioned Jared Moore doing the catching. We'll set the outfield for you in just a second. That's going to be the short. Picked up by Crompton. He'll throw to first and get the out on the big stretch. Nice job over there by Kanash to stay on the bag, and they'll record the out. So Crompton to Kanash. Now Amy Jones up. In left field, Jacob Clark. Center fielders Gabe Mulholland, and Lucas Godfrey is the right fielder. Jones had a triple against Rutland City, a legitimate shot into the right center field gap. She'll be starting at second base defensively, so she'll bat number 2, and then Protovansky, the pitcher, will be in the third spot. And that pitch will be outside from Kyle Casarino. Again, this is the second game for both of these teams, and Tri-Town in the light colored tops, almost like a yellowish gold colored top, and then the black bottoms. We're in the bottom of the first. We're scoreless, and that's going to be down to second base. Bobbles, I got time, and going to be safe at first base as Jones able to leg it out as and that ball came up on Bishop. He had a little problem with it, and it'll be the first error of the contest. Now Protovansky up, then they're going to have in the cleanup spot Derek Ames. So Ames will sit on deck, and we'll see what Marble Valley, they want to play a little small ball, move the runner up. There's the throw down, and it's going to go into center field, and they're going to send her to third base, and the throw coming in will be high into the back of the fence, and Jones will end up at third base. So the throw came in high over the top of the second baseman. And so a runner in scoring position with the one down. Protovansky, see, I'll be surprised if he squares on the bunt here. They'll probably have him swinging back away. He's a good contact hitter anyway, so it's a strike zone. Protovansky, that long look down to third base. A lot of signs being flashed. And this is the beauty of the game of baseball and all the strategy here. Not swinging away and off the fist and fouled over onto the concession stand roof. That sun's so bright, I'm just hoping the picture's actually in focus, so. I think we're looking at probably a low-scoring game, like a 6-5, 7-5 type game. And oh, one after that pitch on the outside corner, waved at it, and he will go down on strikes for the second out. That's a big out because the runner unable to advance home, and they'll bring up Derek Ames now. A lot of motion on those pitches from Casarino. So get set, go to the full windup, and right there for a strike. I'll tie the outfield back. Within 8 feet of the fences, they've backed up a lot for Ames. Of course, he wild pitch. Casarino's going to cover the bag. The throw coming in, and safe. On a close play at home, Jones will be there ahead of the tag, they say, and she will score the first run of the ball game. So Marble Valley will go up 1-0. That was good hustle by the catcher back there. More to get to that wild pitch and then make the toss into Casarino. Like I said, it was a close play. But a good slide by Jones as she slid to the inside of the bag, away from the tag. Now, so both these teams obviously coming in with no losses on their record. And I tell you, you're getting that loser's bracket. Eats up a lot of your innings pitching-wise real quick. To first and stepped on the bag. Kanash will make the out. We'll go to the second with Marble Valley up 1-0 over Tri-Town from the Proctor All-Star Tournament 2010 on Munger Vision. Jared Moore, Gabe Mulholland, and Jacob Clark, the three do up here for Tri-Town. It's Protovansky and company able to get out of that first inning with no damage done. As we go to the top of the second, again, the innings for pitchers are no more than 6 innings per day, 12 for the whole tournament. Protovansky threw just 1 inning this morning in that Rutland City, that win over Rutland City, and he's into a second inning here. You know, being in the dirt and bounced around, Miles will knock it down, and that defense looking the same out there with Tyler Allen at first base. Amy Jones is at second. Over at shortstop is Colby McKay, and Derek Ames remains at third. And that's a shot going, slicing, and fair ball. It's going to be at least a double, if not more. And he's going to hold up at second base as he'll lead off the second inning. Jared Morwell with a double. Did a nice job of going to the opposite field with that, and so the runner in scoring position with nobody down, and this will bring up Mulholland, the center fielder. So Protovansky goes back to work on that outside corner. Now, if you've watched Proctor Rangers play this summer on Channel 15, or remember watching the first game here from the tournament, he lives on that outside corner. It's when he brings the ball back inside or the plate. And that's going to be a base hit, and it's going to skid to the fence. The game's going to be tied at 1, and you see Moore coming in to score. And then in the front, there you go. Going to third base is Mulholland. Holds it up there as they put the brakes on. We got a 1-1 game here in the top of the second, as that will be an RBI and an error. I'll give him a double, an RBI, and then the error on the left fielder. Now Jacob Clark up. So 1-1, and the go-ahead run over at third. And that's a good stop by Miles, scooping that up a little bit short on the pitch. And a couple balls extremely hard by Moore and Mulholland. And now you look at Clark, Bishop, and Godfrey, the next three batters. That's going to be the shortstop. Long throw. They release the runner. Here's the play coming home. Safe is the call. That was well executed on just holding the ball, holding the runner at third base long enough to make sure they commit the throw, and Mulholland will be out. And then don't forget that was a 6-3 ground out by Clark. So there's 2 runs in, 1 out, nobody on base, and Bishop up, the second baseman. And you can see that McKay at shortstop made the play, glanced over at third base. They held the runner, and then on his release to first, that's when they let the runner go from third to home. Pretty much textbook the way they ran it. Oh, the umpire, I just noticed there's a big void back there. He wasn't in position, so that pitch didn't exist. They'll do it over. We'll start off with a 0-0 count. 2-1 now. Tri-Town with the lead in the top of the second. And that's going to be fouled out of play down that first baseline. Well, we're just about 91 degrees temperature-wise for the ball game, and no shade around, nothing but pure sunshine for the ball game. So Protovansky roughed up a little bit here in the second. That's going to be knocked around, picked up, and nope. Jones wanted to make the throw. McKay ran into her, and that will be a runner at first base. Protovansky working with the runner on first. And there's a strike call. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch up. So Godfrey should be at the plate right now. Yeah, and I can get the PA announcer, Mr. Knowles, with the call. On the inside part of the plate, actually right on the hands, and Protovansky able to slip it by him for a strike. You see Protovansky square right up to the catcher, and that target will be missed, and that's going to set the runner down to second base on the wild pitch. There's strike 3 again at outside corner, and they're going to give him that all day, and he'll hit it all day, and that's going to be his second strikeout. That's going to be the second out of the inning, and they'll bring up Max Paquette, who took strike 3 looking to start off the ball game. 2-1, Tri-Town with the lead. We're in the top of the second, and that runner down at second base is Jacob Bishop. That's going to be the shortstop, and it'll be Bob Lord Jones. Same play we just saw before. They're going to come home to Miles, and the runner's going to score. And yeah, there we go. I can't believe that Paquette didn't head home or head to second base on the throw home, but they're able to put pressure on him with the running game. Force him to make the throw home, make him execute, and they didn't do it. So Bishop will score the third run, and Paquette will be at first base. Now Kyle Casarino up. He walked his first time up. That was his only time up, obviously. And a 3-1 game with a runner at first. Let's see what they want to do as far as setting the runner. And that time the pitch too far outside, and it'll be called a ball. Yeah, 6-inning games. And today, if you're in the loser's bracket, there's a possibility you'll have to play 4 games today. That's going to be played by the infielder McKay, and then you make the grab, and that's it. But 3 runs come in. It'll be 3-1. Tri-Town over Marble Valley, Proctor All-Star Youth Tournament 2010 on Munger Vision. We'll be looking at Tyler Allen, Kyle Miles, Sean Blanchard due up here against Kyle Casarino. And what's unfolding into a makings of a good ball game here. And that's going to be over the backstop and out of play. And now it'd be a good time to set the defense for you. I mentioned the battery of Casarino and Moore. First base is Kanash, Bishop is second, Crompton's the shortstop, Paquette at third, Clark, Mulholland, and Godfrey the outfield. Oh, that's a shot. On the run, they'll make the grab. And I just wanted to double check before I say his name. That was Jacob Clark out there, number 7, who tracked the ball well and made the grab. It's Kyle Miles, catcher up for the first time. The base is clean. His team trailing by a 3-1 score, and Casarino a little bit too far outside. Had the 1 strikeout in the first inning. The unearned run by Marble Valley was aided by a couple errors committed by Tri-Town. And they'll be out of play. Other than that, there is the mercy rule that has to go at least 4.5 innings. If you're trailing, you have 4.5 innings at bat. I believe you have to trail by 12 or more runs. And also, if you are a pitcher and you hit somebody, if you hit 3 batters. Oh, what a nice stab and the throw to first. Bishop with a good play at second base. Good defensive play by Jacob Bishop. And the ball hit hard by Miles. Now Blanchard up to center fielder. Blanchard with good power at the plate, the center fielder. Did some pitching in the first ball game. And that's going to be a base hit, and they'll track it down in the gap. That's going to be Mulholland, the center fielder, getting there. And boy, I tell you, because of Mulholland's effort of getting that gap that quick, he'll keep it at a single. Now McGregor Shannon up. Now, he is the Shannon boy who doesn't have the haircut. There was quite a discussion in the first game between him and his brother, Braden Shannon, and it's Braden who got the haircut. One after the high heat and could catch up to it, and that's going to be strike 1. So with 2 outs, Blanchard with that single at first base. Dominic McCullough on deck after McGregor Shannon. Casarino going to the full windup. That's off the catcher's mitt, and yep, Blanchard will go into second base. Not try the throw, he'll take the slide anyways, but he'll be at second base now. Got himself in scoring position with 2 down. And every now and then you get a nice breeze that will blow. Just not enough. Oh, just again, went after the heat. Elevated the fastball and blew up by him. Again, during the regular season, the Rutland Town team winning the regular season title and then also winning the tournament. And here they are on the Tri-Town squad, and that's going to be Crompton back in the grab. Did he? No, he lost the track of it. But a good job of backing it up by Clark, the center fielder. And you can see that Shannon ends up at second base on that base hit. Blanchard will go to third. There was a great effort by Crompton. And he actually had it, I believe, till he hit the ground. Now Dominic McCullough up. He had some big hits. And what's happening here is the coach, who is a doctor, wants to check on Crompton, as he did hit the ground rather hard and jar his shoulders, head, and neck. Safety first, and that's a good job by the coach / doctor. And he's going to keep him in there. He's a heck of a ball player. I hate to see him. I see him get hurt anyways, but he'd be a big loss for him. A great effort. He went back, and again, you got to give the fielder on that side, Jacob Clark, a lot of credit to back that play up and keep Blanchard from scoring. So McCullough set now as Casarino to the plate. Gets the strike at the knee. Good pitch. Of course, this Proctor tournament, like I said, it's the equivalent of the Glozic basketball tournament. This is you made it the big time when you come here as an all-star player playing the Proctor tournament. Well ran, all ran by volunteers, from people that take care of the grounds to the umpires to the concession stands people to everybody who organizes that you never see, or just people who don't want any credit, like the Bob Protovanskis and the Darren Carters and those people who try to stay behind the scenes. Oh, right down the pipe, strike 3. They'll strand 2, and we will go to the third inning, 3-1. Tri-Town with the lead. So the first defensive change of the ball game takes place. Tyler Allen now going into pitch for Marble Valley in the third inning here. And that's a shot coming right out to center field to Blanchard, and he'll make the grab again. My camera reacts slow, so I'll give you a little slack there, but be able to see him make the catch. It's twice now that he's flied out to center field. Kanash has Crompton up now. He reached on a fielder's choice. He actually hit into a force out. And what they did with Protovansky, like they did the first game, he went from the pitcher's mound to first base, and Allen came from first base to the pitcher's mound. There's the bunt, fielded by Allen, the throw to first. Got him! As he's punched down over there by the umpire. That's Mr. Winslow over there. Now Jared Morup, he had a double his first time up, and he eventually came around to score a run. So again, he's a solid lineup with All-Stars. There's just no soft spot in the order, and they're going to take Blanchard and shade him toward the first base side of center field, and that's a strike by Allen. They went for that high fastball. That one's going to be short hopped and we'll have a 1-1 count. And what they did later on in that first ball game time about Marble Valley too is they'll take Miles out from behind the plate because you don't want to catch in this heat in so many games in a day, the whole game, and they'll slide Protovansky down to the catcher spot. Again, Marble Valley got here by defeating Rutland City 18-4. And Tri-Town coming over. And I look at that Tri-Town roster and I just see a lot of good arms on it for pitchers. And of course, Slate Valley, I was listening to the umpires talk before the start of the ball game. That's going to stay, no, it's going to go foul at the break between the first two games and the third game. And they're talking about how impressive the last year's champions were, the Slate Valley squad. So that's going to be another team to keep in the mix here. And that's the strikeout. That's good inning defensively for Marble Valley. They'll come up in the bottom of the third, down 3-1. So in the bottom of the third, we'll see the top of the order. Colby McKay, Amy Jones, and Shane Protovansky. And Cass Reno now with a first pitch swinging strike. And I'm looking, I don't see any changes yet defensively out there. So Colby McKay has grounded out to third base. And of course, that's being defended over there by Max Paquette. And that's a shot looking to be caught. Yes, it'll be held onto as Godfrey will make the grab on a deep fly ball hit by McKay for the first out at the bottom of the third. Now Amy Jones up. She reached on an error and she scored the only run to this point in the ballgame for Marble Valley. Like I said, in the first ball game, she had a triple. That was a shot and a half. She showed good speed getting around the bases. Yeah, and right there is a pitcher's pitch. Outside, low at the knee. That's a nice pitch by Casarino. Of course, Kyle, no stranger to the spotlight. He's the, I'm not sure if he's the current, but he has been the former free throw shooting champion for the state of Vermont and New England for his age group. He's been a standout at the Glossic basketball tournament, playing as an underclassman on that 5th and 6th grade tournament. And he'll be a ball and, of course, a very good baseball player also. Jones with the good eye there. Watch that pitch come in for a ball. The outfield playing Jones extremely deep. And again, that's the same pitch. He had called a strike the pitch before. He's right on target again. So 2 strikes now on Jones with Protovansky sitting on deck. Ames is the cleanup batter, batting in the 4th spot in this ballgame. This is game number 2 for both these teams. And you see Jones ducked down out of the way as that one just stayed high, started inside, and never came around. Again, the clouds starting to come out a little bit now. Every now and then the players get a little break from the sun, and it's an intense heat. We've had it all week in Rutland County. Off the fist and fall. It's a good job because she's got the 2 strikes on her and she doesn't want to get caught looking at strike 3. Of course, Jones played for the Brandon squad as Marble Valley made up of Pittsford, Proctor, and Brandon players. Oh, came inside with some heat and jammed her. That'll become his 3rd strikeout. Just a great pitch. Actually, Protovansky up. He's 0 for 1 today. He pitched the first 2 innings of the ball game. Now he's slid over to the first base spot defensively. You know, it was that pitch that resembled, it wasn't, but resembled a slider. Low and outside that Protovansky went fishing for and couldn't get it, and that's what he struck out on. That pitch right there, outside corner at the knee, he called a strike. I'm going to bring you as many games as I can tolerate the heat today. That's knocked down by Crampton. He's got the arm and the throw. Nope. He's going to hit the dugout, and he shouldn't be out. He never made the play to make the turn to go to first. Yeah, I didn't see him actually make a turn like he was trying to go to second base. He ran through the bag. Yeah, and that's the correct call. Yeah, he made no effort to go to second base and turn into the playing field. And so, unofficially, the third error committed by Tri-Town. And that puts the runner on first with 2 down. Ames went after that high inside pitch and swung through it, and Moore behind the plate. And he's a good catcher, Moore. He's very active back there. Very athletic, very strong young man. And again, I wouldn't have ran on that either because I got a feeling Moore probably would have gunned him down. And that time that's too far outside. Protovansky dancing around trying to distract. Now see, as no, I don't want to say as a coach or as a player, you got to realize you got 2 outs and runner at first. You can take care of the out at home plate. Not get caught up as Mulholland lost his balance, and Crompton coming out will make the grab. So that's out number 3. They'll strand 1, and we'll stay 3-1. Tri-Town with the leads. We go into the top of the 4th on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. First pitch of the 4th inning will be to Gabe Mulholland. It's going to be a strike. Mulholland had that double, had an RBI on it, and also scored a run. So not only has he been active at the plate, doing a good job hitting the ball, but he's played an excellent center field. And that'll be called strike 2. So Tyler Allen with a set of shades now on his head, starting his 2nd inning of work. Scheduled for 6, we're in the 4th, and that time trying to go back outside, just a little bit too far this time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All 3 runs for Tri-Town coming in the 3rd inning. As Marble Valley able to get their only run back in the 1st. And oh, Mulholland, you talk about going after a high one. That is going full money's worth right there to go after that high one. Jacob Clark now will step up. That's the 2nd strikeout for Allen since he's come in to pitch to replace Protovansky, and then that's going to be out of play. Yes. And it's 4 strikeouts combined now by the 2 Marble Valley League pitchers. So Clark at the plate, Jacob Clark. We'll get the ball called there. Ames, McKay, Jones, and Protovansky, the infield. As Miles remains the catcher. On a big swing and a miss there for strike 2. Blanchard's your center fielder. McCullough is in left field. And McGregor Shannon, because there's 2 Shannon boys, McGregor Shannon is the right fielder, and he doesn't have a haircut, his brother does. Now, I'm always saying it's a joke because Darren Carter had a big conversation with the other Braden Shannon about the haircut. So Allen, who's been cruising along here, will be short, and he'll bounce in short hop. Miles will get up, get the ball chased down. And again, the loser here will suffer their first loss of the tournament, and they'll put them in that bracket where they got to play a lot more games to get to the finals, which means you burn up a lot more of your pitching. And that's going to be a base hit. Blanchard will get down on it and pick it up, and no doubt about that. That was a solid shot through the hole at short. So Clark will be 1 for 2 now with that base hit. Jacob Bishop up now. So it's Jacob Clark, Jacob Bishop. And Bishop reached on an error his first time up. You can tell by the brightness of the picture that the sun has come back out now. Again, and unlike this morning, there is some cloud activity, so there could be a little break in the heat here. As Allen, oh, good pitch again. There's a throw down to first, and it'll get away. It'll be picked up by Shannon, and yeah, to second base on the errant throw will go Clark. So Bishop with a chance to pick up an RBI here. And again, off the plate to the inside, not quite as far off inside as the batter reacted to it, but definitely a ball. As they realign McCullough in left field, defensively they push more a little bit more toward the line. Fouled straight back for strike 2. So I've also heard that the Fairhaven team is pretty decent over here. The Marble Valley, Tri-Town, Slate Valley. A lot of teams to watch, a lot of good future high school stars you get to watch today, and it's only on Munger Vision. Oh, just off the plate. Tough pitch to take with 2 strikes, but a good eye right there by Bishop. Lucas Godfrey is the on-deck batter. Because of the rain out yesterday of all the games, that'll be a walk. And Godfrey coming up, he's 0 for 1 for Tri-Town. Because of all the games being washed out because of the rain yesterday, these 2 teams, win or lose, will be playing another game. I think probably immediately, like 1.5 hours after the finishing of this game. The difference being, if you come out of this with a win, this game right here, that next game will be your last game today. Whereas if you lose this game and you can win the next game, then you play a 4th game in one day. Double elimination, so. Tyler Allen, after breezing along his first inning of work, having a little bit more, have to be extended a little bit deeper here into the counts and a little bit deeper into the inning. The lineup. Godfrey, then Paquette, the on the deck with the top of the order coming up. Excuse me, I'm getting heat sunstroke now. See Allen taking his time. It's a good idea between pitches here. Not slow, but he's being deliberate. And a lot of that's good because of the heat. And then, boy, he didn't want to swing, but he decided to take a late swing. And Godfrey will swing through it for a strike. So Allen looking for the out here via the strikeout. Got it right down the plate. Right over the heart of the plate, and it'll become the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th strikeout for Marble Valley pitching. And on the top of the order, Max Paquette up. He has struck out and reached on an error. And again, that pitch had a lot of movement on it as it bent outside, and Paquette will swing through it, strike 1. Tri-Town with runners at 1st and 2nd, but 2 outs now. Tri-Town with the lead, 3-1. Boy, another good pitch by Allen. He's just rearing back and firing now. Kyle Casarino on deck for Tri-Town if they get to that point, if they can push it that far. Yeah, and he said, you see the umpire indicate it was high. It was the right idea, just bring a little bit up out of the strike zone, but it was definitely high. See the long look in by Allen now, going to the full windup. He'll get him for the strikeout. They'll strand 2, and we will stay at 3-1. Tri-Town with lead as we go into the bottom of the 4th. Pitcher for Tri-Town, number 47, Alex Crompton. He played for Killington and saw him play during the regular season, and very impressive pitcher. Casarino will leave after 3 innings of work. With a 3-1 lead, he has moved to the shortstop position. So basically, they took Crompton and Casarino and just flip-flopped them. That's going to be a base hit up the middle. Mulholland will hustle in from center field and retrieve the ball. So the leadoff batter on here in the bottom of the 4th for Marble Valley. And Kyle Miles up. He grounded out to the second baseman, Bishop. See what they want to do now with the running game. Not a lot of, so far in the ball, and in what I watched for the tournament, not a lot of aggressive running, and that pitch stayed inside from Crompton, and a good grab there by the catcher Moore. Crompton getting set, and he wants to work a pretty good clip here. Oh, great pitch. Just a great pitch from Crompton. Again, like I said, he's got a lively arm. Throws a real good-looking pitch with movement and velocity. Like that right there, and I'll be fouled off for strike 2. Because basically during the league play, I saw all the teams at least once come through here, Proctor's field, or I went on the road to the Pittsford field there for a game. There's Miles as they retrieve some of these foul balls. He'll get back in, hit from the right side. To this point, he's the catcher for Marble Valley. And I'll tell you what, he just missed with that pitch. Give Miles a little credit. That's a good eye by Miles. Again, it's all about pitching and defense, I think, you know. The scoring can take care of itself. You can manufacture, be more creative in your scoring aspect of the baseball game, but you've got to have good pitching and solid defense in a tournament like this. And that would be ball 4 on a pitch that stayed high. That'll push Allen down to second base, and to first base now goes Miles. So that'll bring up Sean Blanchard at a single. As he's 1 for 1. Blanchard, the center fielder, stepping in. Blanchard got on base, plus he eventually got stranded at third base. As Marble Valley has stranded a couple of runners. He'll show bunt, and did he pull the bat back? I think they're going to say he did at the last second. So Crompton. That's going to stay. No, it's going to kick foul. Be picked up by Moore, who pounced on it as the ball went foul. And it's, yeah, Moore just constantly hustling all the time back there. Like I said, I saw him in the regular season game here at Rutland Town versus Proctor, and then I actually went to Rutland Town and did a couple of the playoff games. So Mulholland will come in high. Yeah, wanted to come inside, and he did, but it never came down on him. Don't forget, besides this great baseball action right here, there's also Post 31 American Legion baseball action right in Rutland at St. Peter's Field that you can tune into and go down in person, turn it on the internet on Channel 15's website, PEGTV.com, click video on demand, or you can just turn on the old-fashioned television and watch it. And we're the only sports coverage that gives you the option of internet or regular old TV. That is a big swing. I'm not sure what Blanchard saw, but he didn't see the pitch, as he will be swinging down on strikes. Now McGregor Shannon due up. And I don't know why. Yeah, it's going to be him because the umpire did no paperwork, so it's McGregor Shannon up. Strikeout. Now Marble Valley, again, trying not to waste runners on base in scoring position like they had done earlier. Excuse me, I got taped down my book. There we go, that little bit of a breeze. Strike 2 called, because there's one down, and it changes the complexion a lot to have 2 down and runners on first and second. Seem to get a little creative here on the bases, but they're not going to go. No. That's going to be the short. Casarino, there's the force out, and they'll take out the lead runner. Of course, Casarino is just so solid wherever they put him. So that'll be 2 down now, runners at first and second. That's a 6-5 force out. And a fielder's choice for Shannon. Dominic McCullough up, and he's 0 for 1 today. And Crompton trying to leave a couple base runners on without any damage being done, and he'll come inside for a ball. Again, this game flying right along. We're in the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, scheduled for 6. Casarino pitched the first 3 innings, very effective, and now Crompton trying to finish his first inning of work and leave the score intact at 3-1. Big swing and a miss, and again you can see the lively arm that Crompton brings. He has good control. He's a good-sized young man, so he's got a lot of power on his pitches. And that time it will just be high. You know, it's never too early to start thinking about the fall sports season since we're already midway through July, but got Mill River soccer action coming up for you. And boy, Mill River girls squad last year taking it all the way to the finals. And that walk will load them up. So the base is juiced with 2 down. This is critical right here for Marble Valley as the opportunity is starting to slip away from them. Colby McKay up, he's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to third and flied out to right. And he's looking for that timely hit in the key situation, which is right now for Marble Valley. Crompton, again, just firing away. We'll get the pitch by him for a swinging strike. So base is juiced in the bottom of the 4th. Top of the order, McKay, then Jones on deck. That's a foul ball. Again, pitch was a tad bit high. Might have been out of the strike zone, but boy, these youngsters like him up around their eyeballs. So with that, he'll even count out at 1-1. 0-2, excuse me, 0-2 to count. At this point, McKay just wants to make contact and protect the plate. Crompton leaves him loaded, put a bookmark in this inning. That could be trouble. That's going to drop in for a base hit. 1 run in, here comes the tying run in, and he will be safe. And we've got a 3-3 ball game. Well, let me double check that. Yeah, Miles scored 3-2. Shannon scored 3-3, and McCullough, where are you? You ended up at second base, so McKay ends up with 2 RBIs on that single. He's 1 for 2 today. Now Jones up. And just like that, we've got a 3-3 ball game, and we're getting late in the ball game. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Again, McKay, who had big hits in the first game against Rutland City this morning, having a big hit right there. But I like, Jones got quick hands. She just couldn't catch up to that pitch. She actually came up on her toes and swung over the top of the pitch, but she get the hands through the strike zone quick. Big gap in right center field. And a good eye there, and that pitch will be a ball. So in a 3-3 game. Again, only Munger Vision bringing this Proctor All-Star Youth Tournament. This is local sports, but you don't hear other people promote that. They have to have something a little more highlighted, high profile, and of course they have to get paid in sponsorship for it. That's Mulholland falling down, and that lost the ball. They're going to score at least 1, as you can see McKay being held up at third base, and Jones, again, all you want to do is put the ball into play and make the defense make a play. And that's what she did perfectly there. Now Protovansky up. He is the 8th batter to come to the plate against Crompton. So it makes it 4-3. Marble Valley had a 1-0 lead, then fell behind 3-1, and now they reassumed the lead at 4-3. And that's going to be Jones able to get down to third base and got him out at the plate. Nice hustle by Moore. Got the throw to Crompton, and it's going to be 4-3 going into the 5th. Marble Valley with the lead. 5th inning, we'll see the new pitcher out there for Marble Valley. It's Derek Ains, who's been playing third base. Tyler Allen's slid over to first base. Kyle Miles is now the third baseman, and Shane Protovansky's gone behind the dish. Kyle Casarino at the plate, and strike 1. Now Ains plays for Pittsford, and he throws hard. He throws real hard. Biggest issue with him is control. Is to harness all that energy and get control over those pitches. He throws, like I say, he throws a real heavy ball. And that could be, no, it's going to be out of play. Yeah, you see everybody went after it as Allen made a good effort, but it was out of play. Casarino today has walked, and then he has popped up to the shortstop, McKay. So, looking for his first base hit. And a good eye there as that pitch outside. So just real quickly, Allen is back at first base defensively. Jones is at second. McKay is at short. Miles is now the third baseman. Protovansky now the catcher. Ains is on the mound. And that's going to be to McKay at short. He'll get a good running start, make the throw, and safe. On a bang bang play, that's Casarino's speed that got him the base hit. So I'll put a runner at first with nobody down. See what they want to do with Kanash. Again, I wouldn't see him really stealing and taking an RBI away from Kanash. He's flying out to Sean Blanchard in center field twice today. All good pitch by Ames right on that outside corner. Kanash, obviously a left-hander, that pitch slicing away from him. See the long look in from Ames, and that's going to be gone, a home run. As Kanash will give the lead back. That's why he didn't want to steal with Casarino, because you're taking RBI away, and that's what I meant. So it goes 5-4 now. Tri-Town on the home run by Andy Kanash will take the lead back. I saw him do that quite a bit this season. Again, that pitch was right up over the plate. He left it out over the fat part of the plate. Now it's a matter of watching the psyche, see if Ames can recover from that. Not get bogged down. Crompton up. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to the shortstop, McKay. So just after Marble Valley had taken the 4-3 lead. Oh, what a play. What a play over there by Allen. Tyler Allen just reacting for his life right there. He'll make the grab. I tell you, Crompton could hit that any harder. Now Jared Moore up. He's had a double, and he has struck out, so he's 1 for 2. And again, as far as defensive skills, very good catcher. And that's going to be Blanchard chasing it down in the gap, and he'll circle in behind the ball barehanded, and that's going to be a single for Moore. As you see him going back to first base. Now with Mulholland up. He's 1 for 2 with a double today and an RBI, and he has scored a run. I would think about starting the runner. And Ames able to blast it by him for a strike. So far, the highlight of the 5th inning was that 2-run homer by Andy Kanash. And that's a strike, but it's going to get the runner down to second base. As Moore, see how he hustled all the way down. I like that about him. Little things like that when you watch a player. Boy, Ames again with some nasty pitch there. He'll record his first strikeout. So 2 down now, and Jacob Clark coming up. He reached on a single his last time up. He's 1 for 2. He grounded out the shortstop, singled. Yeah, so Clark with a chance to pick up an RBI with a runner at second base. Will foul that down the first baseline. So Ames has come in, and he's been around the plate, but he was around the plate a little bit too much with Kanash, as he was able to get it out of here real quick. And you see Moore will go to third base, and he'll beat the throw there. Nice job by Miles, knocking the ball down to keep it from going out in left field and allowing the runner to come home. Bishop on deck in case Clark can extend it to another batter. And they'd gotten Kanash to fly out to center field twice. And that's a base hit, and a run will score. You see Moore in the background scoring, and Clark with a solid shot up the middle. He'll pick up an RBI. Those 2 wild pitches also figured into that run scoring, because remember, Moore went from first to second to third. And that's got a chance, and foul ball. So yeah, that wild pitch got it Moore to second, and another wild pitch come to third, and that's why he was able to score on that single. So Marble Valley now down 6-4 in the 5th, top of the 5th. And that'll be a foul ball. So 2 strikes now on Bishop. Lucas Godfrey due up next, but I think they might have slid somebody in to his spot defensively and also into his spot with the bat. So Ains looking for that third out. Here comes the runner to second. There, he'll stay up this time. As Clark able to take second base on that wild pitch. Yeah, so Bishop makes good contact. That's the McKay at short. He'll scoop fire and got him. Big inning, though, highlighted by Kanash's two-run homer. 6-4, Tri-Town with the lead over Marble Valley going into the bottom of the fifth. Power on power right here as they bring in Andy Kanash to pitch the bottom of the fifth. He'll be looking at the 3-4-5 spot in the batting order for Marble Valley, starting with Shane Protovansky here. Now, Kanash and Protovansky, they, like I said, they play against each other through league play, and these two teams met in the finals. But strange season as far as sometimes Kanash would dominate, other times Marble Valley would adjust to him, and that's just chasing one there, and that'll be a swinging strike. So in the bottom of the fifth, Kanash coming in looking to close it out here in the fifth and sixth. 6-4 the score is. It's gone back and forth all through the ball game. I knew this was going to be a good one. High heat, and he can't catch up to it. It's Protovansky, Ains, Allen, and then possibly Miles this inning, as he will bat in that fourth spot. Got him looking. Boy, that's just some nasty pitches, and Protovansky, as always, a gentleman, turns and goes back to the dugout without even a blink of an eye to the umpire. Ains coming up. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first and popped up to the shortstop. That was a big out to get right there to lead off the bottom of the fifth. Getting high heat by Kanash, and just a tad bit late was Ains. Kanash had the two-run homer that gave the lead back to Tri-Town. And that's a shot, and that's going to be to the fence, at least a double for Ains, and he's got a set of wheels. He's going to park him at second base. A big hit by Ains. His first hit of the ball game is going to be a double. Now Tyler Allen up. Allen 1 for 2. He is singled. Yeah, he's singled and then flied out to left. Again, brought that pitch inside. Foul ball is the call. That's why the runner couldn't advance to third base. And I'll tell you, this game right here has been played just like a playoff game. Team-wise, they match up really well, these two teams do. In Tri-Town, Barstow, Killington, and Rutland Town, that's where they come up with the players. He brought the bat back. The pitch was high for a ball. He evens the count out at 1 ball, 1 strike. And then, of course, Marble Valley's Brandon Pittsford and Proctor making up that grid of players. And these two teams play each other all season long during the regular season and the playoffs. And here they are facing each other in round 2 of the Proctor All-Star Tournament. Kanash comes to set. And caught the ball. Pitch was low, caught the plate, but came across low. Ains with the double at second base with just the 1 out. See him come to set. Look from the stretch. Oh, good heat. Just good heat right there as Allen couldn't catch up to it. And it was right at the knee, or the knees. Oh, I got him looking at strike 3. Boy, location. So 2 strikeouts, all looking, both of them looking here in the 5th inning. Kyle Miles up. He grounded out to second base, and he walked. And when he walked, he eventually scored. So they're looking for a big base hit right now to cut into that 6-4 deficit. And strike called on the fastball. And they have backed up the outfield an extra, at least 6 to 7 steps. And that's going to allow Ains, he'll stop and go back. And Probably a good idea. Moore with a very strong arm, and he gets all those loose balls very, very quick. Probably with his arm and his speed to get to the ball, he's probably taking away 2 or 3 strides from you, heading toward the advancing base. Now I'm looking for any defensive change. Forgot to mention that Crompton has gone over to play first base after he was the pitcher last thing. So he started Crompton to that short, went to pitcher, now he's at first. So Miles bearing down here, a couple strikes on him. He'll go down, and we'll go to the 6-4. Tri-Town with the lead. Dean's job pretty straightforward. Going to keep the deficit at just 2. Otter Brown's going to be the pinch hitter. So Otter Brown getting his first chance to swing the bat. He was in last year's All-Star game also. And that, because I remember that's such a cool name to be named Otter. It'd be like being named Trout or Bear. I think that'd be a lot better than my name. And I'm waiting, that'll be called a ball. So we'll have a 1-1 count. Again, they're at the number 9 spot in the order. Paquette on deck, then Casarino. With Kanash hitting in that 4th spot this inning. And of course, Marble Valley doesn't want to get to that point. That's going to be stepping on the bag is Allen. He'll take it unassisted on the ground out. So they will retire Otter Brown. And now Paquette up. He has reached on an error today, and he has struck out twice. Nothing else. That one was low and outside from Ames. I'm just scanning that defense. It still looks like Miles at third, McKay at short. Jones remains at second, and Allen over at first. Center field is Sean Blanchard, and then both Shannon boys flank him on either side. And Protovansky, I'm assuming, still doing the catching. Yeah, I can see his jersey now. So it is Protovansky behind the dish doing the catching, and Ames with the miss on that pitch. Again, it is very important you'll keep it at just a 6-4 deficit, and that was a nasty pitch. So Paquette, a couple strikes on him. And had a great championship series, Paquette did. And Ames tied up inside for the second out. That is the second strikeout for Ames since coming on in the 5th. Casarino up now. He's walked, and he is flying up the shortstop. He is singled, and he has scored a run. He was the starting pitcher. Went 3 innings for Tri-Town, and now he's over at the shortstop position. So with 2 down, nobody on base. This is a big out right here to get for Ames. Remember, he's got Kanash on deck. And the last time he pitched to Kanash, he hit a 2-run homer that gave the lead back to Tri-Town. And that'll be a good eye right there by Casarino. That pitch just a little bit too far outside. As we've made it all the way to the top of the 6th. In the heat and in the sun, it is definitely summer. Yesterday, the tournament action all rained out, and the rain that we needed very much. Just a shame it had to be on first day of the tournament. I would rather had it Friday. And that'll be a strike as Protovansky will chase down the ball away from him just a little bit. So again, Ames taking his time, waiting for the sign. You'll find the target, and the pitch will be slapped down to second. Jones to first, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th with Marble Valley needing 2 to tie it up and 3 to win it. And change I already noticed is in center field. They brought in Brent Nickerson, number 99, as Tri-Town with a defensive change there. So Kanash, he'll be facing Blanchard, and then both Shannons, I believe. That'll be the way it'll happen. We'll see. Blanchard will square, bring the bat back, ball 1. Kanash came on in the 5th. Left a runner at second, struck out 3. That's how he got all 3 outs in the 5th on strikeouts. 6-4, about what I told you we were going to be at first score. It's been a very good ball game by both sides. Whoever wins this is going to have an easier day. They'll have just one more game today. And strike on the corner from Kanash. So the big righty up in the count on Blanchard. Blanchard 1 for 2 today. Had a single his first time up. And he will go down on strikes. He'll go down swinging. Now I'm looking, it should be McGregor Shannon up there. He has singled and reached on a fielder's choice, and he has come around to score a run. Swing and a miss for a strike. All 4 outs that Kanash has recorded have all been via the strikeout. Strike 2 called. Boy, he's been hitting his spots as he's moved that ball around very effectively. A 3-run 4th was the big inning for Marble Valley. And then the 5th, the 3-run 5th was the big inning for Tri-Town. And a good eye right there by McGregor Shannon. Waves at it, and he'll go down for the 5th strikeout for Kanash. And now they're all left with 1 out here is Braden Shannon coming up. That's Braden Shannon coming up with the bases clean, 2 down, and we're in the bottom of 6. And Kanash looking to close it out here and keep his team trucking forward in a positive way in the tournament. As in Marble Valley, if the score holds out, will be pushed into the losers bracket. That pitch will be a tad bit outside. Again, Moore has gone the distance behind the plate today, and that's a lot of catching and a lot of heat. And he's still out there stretching and hustling and chasing down balls. Strike call. I had to wait and see because that's one of those borderline pitches, but it's been a very consistent call. Swing and a miss, and down to their final strike now. And Tri-Town, like I said, look at that roster, and I saw a whole bunch of strong pitchers on it. And we've seen 3 of them. That's the ball game, so congratulations to Tri-Town. They'll win it 6-4 over Marble Valley, and they will stay undefeated going into the game number 3. And I'll have more action from the Proctor Youth League All-Star Tournament 2010 on Munger Vision.